For the Beekmantown Eagles, number 3, Jake Wyan. Number 9, Zach Bengal. Number 11, Calvin Barak. Number 14, Ethan Bacon. 16, Ian Pamel. 17, Colin Costin. Number 20, Callum Sullivan. And their starters, number 2, Sky Dominic. Number 6, Kyle Castani. Number 7, Ryan Munson. Number 8, Alex Proper. Number 10, Alex Price. Number 12, Ryan Waterbury. Number 13, just lost it. Number 13, Ben Frederick. Number 15, Nick Hebert. Number 18, Nick Danucci. Number 21, Dustin Plumidor. Starting goalkeeper, Matt LeClaire. The Eagles are coached by Ryan Lucy, assisted by Eric Bell and Randy Lozier. Now for the Northeastern Cougars. Number 20, Ryan Parent. Number 3, Jordan Bellotti. Number 15, Massimo Birch. Number 6, Jacob Brown. Number 7, Matt LaFave. Number 10, Austin Gagnon. Number 12, Jacob LaFountain. Number 18, Jake McDougall. Number 21, Rodney Grimshaw. Number 24, Cole Passano. Now your Cougar starters. Number 2, Brennan Boutin. Number 4, Austin Tatro. Number 5, Ryan Marks. Number 8, Chase Sample. Number 9, Brent Stein. Number 11, Garrett Bigor. Number 14, Mason Letourneau. 16, Nick Ledoux. Number 17, Callan Dusso. Number 19, Theo Sisson. And the starting goalkeeper for the Cougars, Brady Vassar. They are coached by head coach Dale Hawksby, assisted by Frank Dewis and Jerry Davison. The officials for tonight's contest are Mark Dikas and Jim Caron. Please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Alrighty, folks, welcome soccer fans to Hometown Cable's presentation of boys varsity soccer, coming to you from Northeastern Clinton Central School this beautiful Thursday evening, October 10th, 2013. The Cougars are entertaining the Eagles of Beekmantown Central School in this Northern Soccer League Division I matchup. This game was originally scheduled for Monday, and got rained out, rescheduled for this evening. So that's why it's being played on a odd night. But anyway, there's a nice flick forward by Sample. Tatro controls the ball. LeClaire is out of the net. Here's a header that comes into Bigor, and he sends it towards the net, but Leclerc had regained his position and got himself back in the spot to make that save. So Cougars with the first scoring opportunity here with just a minute and a half into the, just under a minute into the contest. So Cougars showing some good possession and good work right off. But here's an opportunity by the Chiefs, but that's cut off by Stein and turned back the other way. Sisson has it at midfield, and the ball gets taken away by the Chiefs.
Eagles.
I'm sorry. Eagles.
The red.
Right? I was thinking, actually, I don't know why I had Saranac on the mind most of the day, but it doesn't really matter.
They're playing volleyball.
Oh, that's why. Anyway.
So if you want to do Chiefs, we'll go inside.
No, it's okay. We'll stick out here with the Eagles. There's a shot from about 25 yards out by Waterbury, who turns and cranks it a little bit too much of a charge into that one, sends it over the top of the goal. So the Eagles will retreat, and the Cougars will take the goal kick. So after the Cougars possessed the ball and created a scoring opportunity in the first minute of play, it's been the Eagles since then. There's a nice play by Sisson, gets it in front for Tatro. Tatro's battling with number 21 is Dustin Plumidor. And that one gets sent out to the wing and knocked out of bounds. Marks will throw it in. Sent to the center, but it's played out there. Now the Eagles have it with some space in the midfield. Bigor does a good job of coming back to slow that play down, but the Eagles still possess. Pushed out to the right side for Munson. Munson sends a cross in, but it's cleared out and sent right back in. This one is sent forward. There's a nice move by number 10 is Alex Price. And the ball stays on the end line. Eagles have it. Serviced into the box. Headed away there by Marks. It comes out for Alex Proper. And he sends it back, and the Eagles are going to reset their offense. So Eagles possessing the ball well here, and the Cougar defense is so far standing up to the contest. Coach Hawksby without the, there's an opportunity there, and Bigor comes back and makes a nice recovery on that ball as it skipped over the head of a couple of the Cougar defenders and found Waterbury alone at the corner of the box, but unable to get anything to happen there with Bigor coming in to defend. Here's a ball that's sent into the center, kicked away, and a shot again by Waterbury. And that one again is a little bit too high. So Eagles with a couple of opportunities here in the early going. After the Cougars threatened in the first minute of play, it's been they've been playing on their heels on the defensive end of things. So Coach Hawksby without the services of Rodney Grimshaw and Jordan Berlotti. I see both of them injured on the sideline. That's going to make a bit of a difference in his alignment for sure, with Grimshaw being moved back at the sweeper position for the last couple of games until his injury. So. And that one's going to sail over the end line. Again, Nick Leduc has been pushed back to the sweeper spot. That one pops over the head of everybody. Comes back for Stein. He pushes it forward. Tatro gives chase. And he and Plumidor have a little collision there. Tatro tries to get a hold of the ball, but number 2 is Sky Dominy. He sends it back, and it's popped forward by Nick Hebert. That one's sent forward by Leduc. And we got a whistle on that play, so it'll be another free kick for the Cougars. That one goes out of bounds. Another Cougar throw in. So we've got 6 minutes gone here in the first half. This is Price working it down the left side. Creates some space. Falls down but keeps control of the ball. Still has it. Pushes it wide for Waterbury. Waterbury taking it to the end line. Defended there by Brendan Booten, and the ball goes out of bounds. Going to be a Eagle throw in. Once again, they go for the short play. And that's going to stay with the Eagles. Here's Waterbury again. Centers one. That one gets by Dominy. And Dominy gets the ball back. And turns around and puts a left-footed shot nowhere near the goal and goes out of bounds. So the Cougars relieve the pressure briefly here, and we'll get things going again on the goal kick. So the Eagles certainly possessing the ball well here in the early going of the first half. That one comes down for Price. Price still has it. It's deflected, but comes into the center for Proper. And it's sent back the other way and out of bounds. Here's Proper with some space. 18 is Nick Danucci on the back line for Coach Ryan Lucy. That one skips over the head of Marks and creates an opportunity, but taken care of, work down there by Mason Letourneau and push back into the center. Price gets one up. That's here's an opportunity. And that was knocked away, but cleared, but not quite out. And Price has the ball again. He goes down, no whistle there. Marks has it, sends it forward. This is Sisson. Still has the ball, looking for some space, and kicks it out of bounds. Here's Dominy. Up for, that's Kyle Constantine in the center. There's a nice ball. It's headed away there by Calanduso, but the Eagles keep the pressure on. Dominy with a nice move there, sends a ball through to, gets by the defender, and Eagles keep it in. This time Dominy whiffs on the entry pass and comes back for Tatro. Tatro pushes it wide for Letourneau, and Letourneau has it. Sends it back in for Tatro. Tatro looking for some space, leaves it off for Marks. Marks. Cougars controlling pretty well here. Marks, for some reason, unloads a shot from a long ways out that sails over the net. So the Cougars, after playing on defense for the last 6 or 7 minutes, show a little bit of offensive spark there to push the ball down and make a couple moves, and then give the ball back to the Eagles on a goal kick. Here's Constanti. Constanti. Got it. Thank you. All right, Tatro with the ball. Moves it into the center. Again, gives it for Marks. Marks takes another shot. 2 hops back to LeClaire. And LeClaire will punt this one out. And we got a whistle on that play as Theo Sisson goes down. We've got 29 minutes left here in the first half. Stein sends one into the box. Gets by Sisson, and Price sends it up for Waterbury. Waterbury challenged there by Stein, but still has it. Sends a long ball down the left side. Chased there by Constanti. Works hard to get loose. Gets himself loose. Still has the ball. Leaves it off for Dominy, and worked the ball over. Dominy pushes it wide, but his winger wasn't able to catch up to that one and rolls over the end lines. So off that quick punt, or off that restart by Matt LeClaire, the Eagles are able to get an opportunity down the field pretty quickly. Here's Bigor again at the midfield. Gets by Dominy, pushes it in the center for Sample. Sample checks one forward for Tatro. He's defended there, but Tatro gets the ball back, works himself loose to the corner of the box, puts a shot up high, and LeClaire makes a nice save on that one. As Austin Tatro right on the doorstep went near post, and Matt LeClaire had that one played pretty well and took the angle away and made a nice stop on a high, hard shot. So, first really grade A scoring opportunity that the Cougars have had since the first minute of play. Here's Leduc with it. Pushes it over for Letourneau. Hops over his foot. Number 9 is Zach Bingle into the contest for the Eagles. And after the substitutions, the Cougars will have the throw-in. (14) is Ethan Bacon in for Coach Lucy and the Eagles. And this one is Zach Bingle, as we called his name a little bit earlier. He sends it back and trying to get things started. Here's looks like Jacob Brown has entered the contest for the Cougars. As we've got 24 minutes gone here in the first half. Bacon sends one down the left side, but Leduc will send one into the crowd. That'll be a throw-in for the Eagles. Here's Bacon, sends it back for 16 is Ian Pamel. That one goes wide of the box. Dusso is the first one to it. He knocks it off of a Eagle attacker, and the Cougars will have a throw-in. Tatro once again has the ball, pushes it up for Sample. Sample's got some space. He sends one, trying to get one wide for Parent, but gets cut off there. But sent back into the middle. Here's a mistake by Eagle defense, but Tatro's just going to roll one into the keeper, and LeClaire had no problem catching a bead on that one. So Cougars content to take the shots from out wide or out on the outside of the box. Hoping to just try to generate some sort of offense. But so far, Matt LeClaire's been able to take care of most of that, as the Eagle defense is certainly playing up. Here's an opportunity for Constanti. Pushes it back. There's a rocket that's hauled in by Brady Vassar. That was number 10, Alex Price. Had a nice ball drop back to him, and he took a pretty hard shot from about 18 yards out that Vassar had a good bead on. knocked the ball down and was able to corral the rebound. So there's the first real quality scoring opportunity of the Eagles, and Brady Vassar equal to that task. So put one in the notch for the keepers on both ends, because both of those were pretty good scoring opportunities, and so far the men in green shirts have come up big on the ones that they've actually been tested on. But the Eagles keeping the pressure on. And that ball goes out of bounds. Be another Eagle throw in. It's cut off by Booten and tries to push it forward. Tetro with some space, gives it in for Bigor. Bigor trying to switch fields. Goes by a couple of his offensive players and gets sent back the other way. Here's Price. He gets screened off the ball, and Dusso sends it back towards midfield. Price sends it back, and number 21 is Dustin Plumidor. Here's Bacon. That one gets deflected by Hebert, but Eagles maintain possession. 18 is Danucci. Sends it up the right wing, and that's played nicely there by Dusso to slow that threat down. Brown picks up the mistake, sends it back out, but it gets pushed back towards midfield, and the Eagles on the attack again. This one gets sent into the center. Here's Price with a shot, and that one's going to roll in. So Alex Price on a nice feed there, breaks through the defense and gets a hard shot on goal that Vassar can't handle, and he got his hands on it, but it rolled in behind him and puts the Eagles on the board first at the what do we got? 19 minutes and 10 seconds. 18 minutes and 10 seconds. That's what I said.
I thought you said.
So Alex Price gets the Eagles on the board first with the assist from Ryan Waterbury on a nicely set up play, and Price with a good hard shot from in close beats Vassar on the short side as he made the initial stop, but then couldn't keep the ball from rolling in behind him. Yeah, probably better. So he comes back for LeClaire, and he gets the ball headed back up the other way. $16 is Pamel. He pushes the ball forward. 13 is Ben Frederick. Called his name yet. Here's the goal scorer Price. Nice defensive play there by Bigor, but Eagles still have it. Send it in the middle. Bacon has it. Goes out of bounds.
Eagles goal scored by number 10, Alex Price. Assisted by number 12, Ryan Waterbury.
So we're closing in on the halfway mark here of the first half. Eagles get the first goal of the contest, and they've certainly been controlling the bulk of the play as they've been possessing the ball well and keeping the Cougar defense earning their money. And this one's sent up to the front for for Brown or Bacon. I'm sorry. All right, we're back at it after the substitutions. Plays at midfield. Cougars looking to see if they can't generate something here. Sample pops one up towards the center of the field. Bigor pushes it forward. Here's Parent. Good stop there. And LeClaire comes off his line and gets to Parent just as he was ready to unleash the shot, and made a nice stop on it. Ball popped out, and Brown was there to try to get something on it to get it towards the open net, but was not able to get any wood on it. So LeClaire with another great save on a decent scoring opportunity for the Cougars. Let's see, number 13 is Ben Frederick. Called his name a time or two. Here's Bigor with it. Turns to create some space. Pushes one forward, but no white shirts there. And Plumador cuts it off. Here's Leduc working hard, but it finally gets cut off there. And number 8 is Alex Proper, comes back and slows down the hard effort of Nick Leduc. And that one goes out of bounds. Be an Eagle throw in. 17:20 to play here in the first half. There's a ball that's sent forward for Waterbury, but just a little bit too far. Comes back the other way, and it'll be an Eagle throw in. Here's Dominy. Switches fields, but Jacob Brown's the first one to it. He loses it out of bounds. And that pass gets cut off by Dussault, but we got a whistle on the play. And will result in a free kick for the Cougars. This one's sent forward for Pamel. Defended there by Leduc. Eagles with the throw in. That's Ryan Munson, number 7, in for the Eagles. Here's an opportunity sent in for Waterbury. Waterbury turns and unleashes a shot that Vassar makes a nice stop on. So Ryan Waterbury does a good job of settling that ball and turning around and put a good hard shot on the near post, but Vassar had that one covered and was able to cover up the rebound. So Eagles with another decent scoring opportunity here with 15:20 to play here in the first half, looking to double up that score. Oh, right in the snack stand. And Dominy sends one all the way across. Switch fields. I'm sorry?
Would you like fries with that?
That's right. It's going to come out all covered with mustard. Here's an opportunity. Sent into the middle, but cut off by Booten. Brown has it. Gives it over for Dussault. Dussault clears it out of the box. The Eagles are the first to it. And it comes out for number 11 is Colden Mark. Rack. You look up that name. Rack. And that one goes out of bounds. All right. Cougars put in some fresh troops. See if they can't get something happening here. This is Booten with it. Gives it off for Sample. Sample checks one in the middle for Tatro, but that one gets knocked away there by Danucci. But Cougars possess. Here's Booten with it. Sample. Back for Booten. That one pops up, looked like it was a handball, but hard for anybody to see. Tatro tries to uncork a shot there, but kind of whiffed on it, and the Cougars able to move the ball pretty decently there, but not really get anything happening inside the 18-yard line. So Eagles clear it back out over midfield pretty quickly, and we're under 13 minutes to play in the first half. There's a ball that gets sent down the left side, but that's going to go out of bounds. Cougars with the throw. Sisson has the ball taken away there by Frederick, and down he goes. Eagles with a free kick. Danucci puts the ball into the center. Here's Booten with it. Puts one in the center for Tatro. Tatro overruns the ball. And Danucci corrals it, sends it back the other way. Mason Letourneau is the first one to it, but he gets it taken off of his foot. Pushed down the right side for Waterbury. Waterbury has it. Dusso is on him. Dusso makes a nice play there. Waterbury gets it back. And there's a good defensive play by Chase Sample. But the Eagles keep the pressure on. And it's finally pushed out towards midfield. But right back in again. And the Eagles will get whistled for the foul there. So. Cougars send the ball down. This is, I'm not sure who that player was. Yeah, the Cougars get called for the handball, so Eagles will restart. 10.5 to go here in the first half. Eagles with a 1-0 lead on the goal by Price. This is proper. Sends it off for Waterbury. Waterbury takes it to the right side for number 7 is Ryan Munson. Munson sends one across. This is headed in by Mrak, but it's defended there by the Cougars and sent back the other way. Here's Tatro. He's got some room. Pushes it to the other side. Gets it caught up in the feet of Danucci. Danucci making a nice play there as he was retreating. And the ball is kicked out of bounds. Eagles will throw in after the subs. Cougars with a series of throw-ins here and right near our position. This one is hooked down the sideline. That's going to stay in. Booton's the first one to it, and it's pushed out of bounds by Plumidor, and Cougars will have a throw-in. This is where they kind of miss having Rodney Grimshaw in the lineup with that flip throw that can cover some ground. So Cougars with some sustained pressure here, and ball's going to roll out of bounds. I think they're going to call it they're going to call it on the foul. So. 8 minutes to play. Here's Booton. Sends one in the center for Tatro, but Plumidor steps in front of it. Brown settles it. This is number 15 for the Cougars is Massimo Birch. And here come the Eagles. Price gets worked off that ball. But Frederick comes back in and the ball gets played back towards midfield. Here's Constanti. Tries to push one wide for Bacon. Bacon has it, gives it back for Constanti. He's got some space. Pushes it over for Frederick. Frederick in the center for Price. Price trying to get some room. Makes a nice move there, but the ball rolls over towards the end line, and I believe that's going to be a corner kick. So the Eagles with their first corner kick second corner kick opportunity of the match. We got just under 7 minutes to play here in the first half. And that ball's sent out to the middle of the box, headed there by Price, but Vassar's got a bead on it and catches out without further incident. Comes out towards midfield. It's over the head of the defender, but Dominique pushes it back for Plumidor. Plumidor sends it for Leclerc. His ball gets deflected by Booton, but is able to recover. Sisson tries to push one into the center, but that gets cut off there by Frederick. Sisson pushes one wide for Brown. Brown is there, gets it in the center, but Sky Domini comes back to make a nice defensive play there. And the Cougars with a throw-in. So once again, Cougars trying to keep the ball down in the attacking third. And here come the Eagles. Push that one out. Stein steps in front of that one. Sample has it. Chips it forward for Tatro. Tatro has the ball, looking for some support. Still has it. We'll send it over. This is Birch. Gives it for Brown. Brown on the left side. Still has the ball. Turns nicely there. Puts a shot into the center. Booton's got his back to the ball. Sample can't corral that back pass, and the Eagles relieve the pressure. As Bacon sends it all the way back, and Leduc sends it back the other way. Price is the first one to it. He pushes it to the left side. Hops over the foot of Pamel. And we got substitutions to slow down the play. Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. All right. just under 4.5 minutes to play here in the first half. Waterbury sends a ball into the center. There's a dangerous ball right there. And this one gets sent back towards the goal. Knocked away by Mason Letourneau as Vassar was off his line and out of position. Ryan Munson going to casually put that towards the net, thinking it was an open opportunity, but Mason Letourneau was there to clear it off the line. But stop the clock. And we get a little extracurricular activity going on.
You give one of them a card, you gotta give the other. Yeah. Don't let us spread. I would use one. What about the other one?
Is one of the white ones and one of the red ones. All right, so yellow cards issued after that little extracurricular activity going on. The Cougars, Nick Leduc sent off with the yellow card, and the Eagles lose number 14, Ethan Bacon, for at least one substitution. You write those in the book there, Kyle?
All right. I usually do.
Yeah, you're going to have to. Coach is going to have to report those. And the time would be 36:11. All right, as we get things rolling here to finish off the last 3 minutes and 40 seconds of the first half. Eagles once again on the attack. And they will have a throw in. Here's Munson, pushes one into the box. And it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to result in a corner kick. Here's Price, pushes one in off the short corner kick and takes one into the near post at Vassar stops. So Alex Price works that ball in on the end line, kind of got the Cougar defense a little bit asleep there and created a pretty decent scoring opportunity. Bigor sends this one back. Pomodoro cuts it off. Oh yeah, thanks. Is the thing on?
Yep. That thing's on.
Cool. And there's another whistle on the play. And the Cougars will have a restart. Free kick here inside the midfield.
2 minutes.
And Letourneau will turn on this one as it's rolling out towards him and pound it over the end line. So with under 2 minutes to play, the Cougars with a opportunity off of a free kick on the attacking side of the midfield, but going to squander that opportunity as time is clicking down here in the first half. And this one is deflected out to Munson. Munson has it slowed down there, but turns around, sends it over to the sideline, goes out of bounds. Cougars will throw in, looking to see if they can't get some kind of a scoring opportunity here in the waning moments of the first half. And Waterbury sends this one forward. Dusso knocks it down. Price is going to battle with Dusso. Takes it to the end line. And that one goes out of bounds. Going to be another corner kick. So, nope. We have a difference of opinion. And if they argue about it long enough, nothing's going to happen. 30 seconds to go. Munson sets the ball and will get the corner kick in play. Sends it to the box. Price gets ahead on it. Comes back out. Here's Waterbury. Sends it out for Proper. Proper battle in there, trying to get some something to happen.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So the horn will sound, and the first half of action here in Northeastern Clinton Central School with the visiting Eagles of Beekmantown Central School with a 1-0 lead over the host Cougars of Northeastern Clinton Central. I think I mentioned their names. Okay, folks, we are back at it here for the second half of action from Northeastern Clinton Central School. It's Thursday evening, October 10th, 2013. Cougars, as I mentioned before, entertaining the Eagles of Beekmantown Central School. We're just underway here in the second half. The Eagles have a 1-0 lead on a goal about midway through the first half by Alex Price. And the rest of the game, the Eagles certainly held a pretty big advantage on the possession time, but that doesn't show up on anything but in the coach's mind and in the player's mind. So the only thing that really matters is what's on the scoreboard. And once again, the Eagles playing the possession game, but doesn't really amount to a whole heck of a lot here, as the Cougars will have the throw in at midfield. So our officials for tonight's contest, failed to mention that in the first half, but they are the same officials that were here in the first half, by the way. Mark Decas and Jim Cairn. And here are the Eagles on the offensive end of things. But Letourneau turns around, sends it right back to Frederick, I'm sorry. Frederick has the ball. Goes out of bounds. And that ball will roll over the end line for a goal kick for the Cougars. See, we got all the lights fixed. Compliments of the Champlain Telephone Company.
That's very nice of them.
Absolutely.
This field probably wouldn't even be here without the Champlain Telephone Company.
I don't know about the field itself, but the lights wouldn't be here without them.
Yeah.
All right, here's the Eagles once again on the attack, but Booten turns things around and gets it back towards midfield. Here's Frederick on the left side. And he tries to send one into the middle for Proper, but Sample is there, but Proper gets the ball. I'm sorry, that's Brent Stein. Proper still has it and lays it off, but a little bit too far. And that's going to be a shot that's going to go just high and wide as Vassar watches it sail by the far post. That was Ryan Waterbury, I believe, or Dominique, one of the two, that lined that shot up and cranked it from about 20 yards out, looking for the $5 spot, but pushed it just a little bit wide. So first good scoring opportunity of the second half for either team. Marks tries to send one forward, and that one goes off of Danucci. Here's Sample with an opportunity at the top of the box, puts one in the center. Bigor comes charging in, pushes one off, but 19 is Theo Sisson, kind of lagging on the play a little bit. And this time we're going to have a set piece for the Cougars as the whistle goes against the Eagles. And the referee will face off the 10 yards, and Cougars will get this play started. Marks puts one into the center, but it's defended there by Price. And the Eagles break out. Price, first one to it, but Leduc makes a nice play there. Marks gets pushed off the ball by Proper and gets the ball back. And this time Dominique comes up with a loose ball, sends one through for Price, but Leduc is there to cut that off as the ball went a little bit too long, and the Eagles with a throw in. Here's Proper with it. Sends it into the center for Waterbury. Waterbury still has the ball. And he's going to get called for the shove. So the Cougars will restart with 5 minutes gone here, 5.5 minutes gone here in the second half. Cougars looking for something on the offensive end of things. Here's Dominique working against Booten. Price has it now. He's working against Booten. And Price goes down. Cougars are going to get whistled for the foul, so the Eagles will have a free kick of their own here from about 25 yards out, straight on. Waterbury looks like he's going to take this kick. And Price is going to get called for the offsides. So Waterbury tried to push that one to the left side, and Price tried to sneak in from that left flank and got in just a little bit too quick and get called for the offside. So that restart goes wide, and the Eagles will have a throw-in. This one comes down the left side. Sent it in the middle for Proper, but it's defended there, and Marks finally clears it out. Sample has it, gets it in the center for Tatro. Tatro waiting for some support, lays it off for Letourneau. Letourneau's got some room down the left side. Pushes it into the box. So a good hustle down the field for the Cougars, but didn't really materialize in any sort of a threat. As Dominique pushes one to the back line. Stein watches it go by. Price beats him to the ball, pushes it down to the end line. He hustles down and goes out of bounds, and it's going to be a goal kick. Here's Price again. Lays it off for Dominique, back for Price. Price is going to take the shot, and he sneaks it in. So Alex Price nets his second goal of the game on a blast from the top of the 18-yard line and puts it in just inside the post and beats Vassar to the right side. So at the 8 minutes and 41 second mark of the second half, the Eagles double their lead to 2-0 on a nice shot by Alex Price off the feed from Sky Domini, and Cougars find themselves in a 2-0 hole, and here come the Eagles looking for more. Here's a ball that's sent in, but Vassar comes off his line and covers that one up. So he will get things going back the other way. This one comes back for Waterbury, and the Eagles once again possess. Waterbury has it. Or, I'm sorry, that's proper. Domini now has it. Marks hooks one by the defense, and it's knocked out of bounds. And here's a opportunity, but knocked around by the Eagles. Begor trying to save it. Gets kicked back down the other way. This one's going to be chased down by Leduc, but heads it right to Price. Price has it on the left side. Works past Leduc. He's going to get a shot off, but gets defended nicely there by Letourneau, I believe. And we're going to have a goal kick, or not.
Eagles goal scored by number 10, Alex Price. Assisted by number 2, Sky Domini.
And after all that discussion, it will be a corner kick. Eagles have it. Price lays it off for Waterbury. Waterbury will rifle one in from 20 yards out. That'll roll wide of the net, and the Cougars will watch it roll out of bounds. So we got 10 minutes and 45 seconds gone here in the second half. The Eagles with a 2-0 lead on the road here against the Cougars. Here's Tatro. Looking for some support. Pushes one into the box, but LeClaire comes off the line and grabs that before anybody else can converge on it. That one maybe hooked just a little bit too close to the box to make anything happen. That ball is going to pop over everybody's head. Leduc makes a nice play on it, but Constanti drops it off for Munson. Munson switches and puts it into the middle. It's deflected there by Dusso, and Constanti was there to pick that up and got a shot off on a tight angle that just hit the outside of the post, but clearly off of a Cougar defender, and we'll have a corner kick. So another grade A scoring opportunity there for the Eagles on the miscue by the Cougar defender. The ball is sent into the box, but cleared out by Booten. Comes out for Proper. Here's Danucci. Letourneau battles with Danucci on this one. Proper has it. And he sends one down the right side that rolls out of bounds. Another Cougar throw in. 27 minutes to go here in the second half. Marks. Tries to kick one to the front line, but it gets defended there by Hebert. And I got a whistle on that play. And the Cougars will restart right at midfield. Sisson. He gets the ball for Begor. Begor on the right side. He's going to unleash a shot that's going to go wide of the near post and result in a goal kick. for the Eagles. Stop the clock. And we got a little discussion going on. Injury possibility. Let's have a bloody nose.
At the least.
Alrighty. Back at it after that quick injury timeout. And we're going to get called for a high kick. So the Eagles will restart. With just under 26 minutes to play here in the second half. Eagles with a 2-0 lead on 2 goals by number 10, Alex Price. Marks out for Letourneau. Letourneau puts it in the center. Sample. And a good play there by Plumidor to cut off any kind of a threat. And we got another whistle on the play, so. Letourneau gets the ball taken away from him by Price. Price. Nice little give and go there from Constantine. And Letourneau comes back and covers up for Price can turn and get a left-footed shot off. Here's Constanti with some room. Newton stands still, and Constanti pushes it to the left side. The Cougars were all kind of caught flat-footed there in the middle of the box and let Kyle Constanti come in and unleash a shot that was last touched by the Cougars, so that'll be a corner kick. That's going to be another good play there by the was it Ethan Bacon, and it's going to be another corner kick for the Eagles. Not sure why the Cougar defenders don't attack on that little short kick. I mean, I don't think it's a wise thing to do to let them just walk the ball in. But I'm not the coach. I'm just the guy behind the microphone.
That's right, you're the guy.
I'm sorry?
You're the guy behind the microphone.
Alrighty.
The guy, yeah.
All right. Eagles throw in. Cougars trying to defend it out of the box. Marks finally pops one loose, but Plumidor tries to send it wide, but that goes out of bounds, and the Cougars will get the throw in. Eagles defend on that. Send it to the back line. Stein has it pop over his head. Waterbury's the first one to it, but Leduc makes a nice play there. Waterbury still has it, and he rockets a shot across the mouth of the goal, and that one goes wide of the far post. So Ryan Waterbury with some good individual effort there to get the shot off, and pushes it just a little bit too wide as the Eagles continue to apply the pressure here with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the second half, and a 2-0 lead looking to add to that. This one comes up for Tatro. Tatro on the overlap to Brown. Brown has it on the left side, but that one gets defended there, and Constanti has it. Pushes it past Letourneau. Dusso steps in front of it. And that gets pushed back the other way. Proper's there for the Eagles. Turns around through a couple of white shirts and sends it over for Zach Bingle here on the right side. Bingle pushes it back for Ebert. And the Cougars are going to call for the foul on that play. So Eagles once again with a restart just on the attacking side of midfield with 21 minutes to play here in the second half. If you're counting off the 10 yards, there's not even anybody there. Must be the new stall tactic. So the Cougars with another throw in, and feel that the Coach Hawksby's bunch might have to start playing with a little bit of a sense of urgency here to see if they can't at least create some kind of opportunities. The Eagle defense has been pretty stout here. As his midfielders are covering a lot of ground. They're able to come back and help on the defensive end of things. And here's Waterbury trying to create an offensive opportunity. He's double teamed there, and the ball rolls out. But it's turned back around. Vassar's having a little bit of a hard time tracking that one, but catches it right at the right on the goal line. So like I said, the Eagle midfielders are able to retreat pretty quickly and help out on the defensive end of things. Here's Price. Price pushes one down for Bacon. Bacon gives chase. He and Brent Stein work it over, and they're doing battle on the left side of the field. Stein pokes it out of bounds, and we'll have an Eagle throw in after the subs. Looks like we're getting ready for a big bonfire.
Yep. All night.
All right.
Bring your own marshmallows.
Oh, yeah. I think I'll pass. All right, here's Sample. Gives it up for Tatro. Tatro pushes it past one defender. Plumidor is there. Tatro and Plumidor are still working pretty hard, and the Eagles have a throw-in. That one is popped to the other side and gets cleared out by Munson. Waterbury has it on the right side. And we'll get a Cougar throw-in. And we got a goal kick. So with just under 18 minutes to play here, like I said, the Cougars need to start showing a little bit of spark to see if they can't make something happen and try to figure out this Eagle defense that has been certainly limiting the opportunities for the Cougars ever since basically the opening kickoff. And Leduc pushes one forward. Proper's there. Brown comes back to make a nice move there. Here's Dominique, gets it in for Waterbury. Waterbury's just going to take the shot and be two hopper back to Vassar. Vassar punts it out towards midfield. Again, it's controlled by the Eagles. This is Zach Bengal. Leaves it off for Mrack. And Austin Tatro with the ball. Puts it behind Bigor. He does touch it past Hebert. And can't save it from going out of bounds. So the Eagles will throw in. Dominy has it in the center of the field. Sample's going to get called for the high kick again. And that ball goes over the head of Stein. And it's going to be popped back over the head of Bengal. So Eagles with an opportunity there, but not able to make things happen. Here's the Eagles. Right side for Munson. Munson for Bengal. Bengal pushes it down in the corner. Pulls it back, sends it out for Munson. Munson's going to chip it into the box, but Letourneau comes out and sends that back out this way. Here's Mack, sends it into the center. Dominy has it, but Bigor takes it from him. And that ball comes back to the Eagles. Frederick, he's going to get a shot off. That's blocked by Leduc. Brown working against Munson. Touches it by him, but no white shirts there to help. And Bengal gets it back. Hooks one to the top of the box. Waterbury trying to create some space, and he's going to get whistled on the push. I guess not. You're going to call a corner kick. It's a little over 14 minutes to play. And that ball is sent into the box, and Vassar goes up and grabs that one out of midair. So yeah, we are at the 14 minutes to play here in the second half, with Eagles with that 2-0 lead. And a whistle on the play will give the Cougars an opportunity here on the attacking side of midfield. See if they can't make something happen off of this free opportunity. Marks pops one into the box. Tatro goes up for it. Possesses. Nice play there by Danucci. And Munson has it. And he tries to kick it past the on-rushing Cougars, and the ball goes out of bounds. Tatro flicks it backwards. Plumidor kicks it out of bounds. Letourneau tries to save that one, but it'll go over to the Eagles. Yeah, Proper boots this one back into the center. Garrett Bigor has it. Brown. Dusso has it. Gives it over for Marks. Marks down the left side. He's got Munson guarding him. And Marks sends one into the box. It's crashed there, but no other white shirts, but Brendan Booton, and the nice service ball there by Ryan Marks. Unfortunately, no Cougars in there to bang it home, and 3 red shirts converge on it, and the Eagles push out. Once again, the Eagles doing a good job of pushing their midfielders back here with just under 12 minutes to play and sort of taking a defensive posture to keep anything from happening. They don't need to score any more goals, but I'm sure you can't tell these boys that. As they push one down the left side for Bingle. Bingle's going to be the first to it. He goes down, and we got a whistle on the play. That's number 7 is Matt LaFave is into the contest for the Cougars on the back line. And this will be a set piece for the Eagles. Works pretty much like a corner kick with 11 minutes showing on the clock. This one is sent to the top or into the middle of the box. Headed there by Vigor, goes kind of the wrong way and it's kept in, but nope. Referee Karen says it was over the line, so it'll be a goal kick for the Cougars. We are closing in on the final 10 minutes of this second half. Once again, the Eagles doing a pretty good job on the defensive end of things to keep the Cougars from really coming up on anything positive. Here's Brendan Booton with the ball, and he's going to hook one into the center. Tatro's going to get by one defender, gets by a second one, but Leclerc comes off of his line and scoops that one up before anybody else can get up there to help him. So Austin Tatro doing his yeoman's work up front. Just hasn't had a whole lot of support and not a lot of opportunities with the ball. Here's Waterbury. Lays it off for Price. Bigor comes back and takes care of that one, and the ball gets pushed forward the other way. And that's going to be another goal kick. There's a ball that gets pounded over the head of the defenders. Constanti was given chase, and Letourneau had to push it over to the sideline. Brown turns it around. Constanti once again working hard to gain possession of the ball. He does. Puts it out to the corner for Waterbury. Waterbury, nice fake there, and gets a defender off his feet, and that ball gets crossed dangerously back over. Number 12 for the Cougars is Jacob LaFountain. First time we've called his name, and that ball gets ricocheted out, and here come the Eagles again on that short corner kick. Letourneau again whiffs on that one, but Leduc is there to, LaFave it was, to clear that one out. And this one hops back to LaFave, and he's going to take the pressure off and push everybody out as we creep up to the 8-minute mark here. 8 minutes to play in the second half. Once again, Cougars need to get something going here just to make a game of it. Here's Dominy. Pushes one to the left side, but that's going to roll out of bounds. Waterbury. Here's Bacon, and he's going to unleash a shot that's going to be nowhere near the goal. So Cougars will have 7 minutes and 15 seconds to see if they can't turn their fortunes around here. Waterbury. And number 12 is, so that's the same way, Jacob LaFountain. I keep asking who number 12 is. Who is that number? It's another number 12 out there that I don't know who it is. Letourneau. Sends one to the back line, but Plumidor is there to get it going back the other way. Here's Munson. Munson hooks one in, but Vassar will get to it before Constanti can catch up to it. And he punts this one out to midfield. And that call's going to go against the Eagles, so Cougars will get a free kick. Bigor into the box, headed away by Plumidor. And the Eagles are the first to it. That one gets by Lefebvre, but it gets knocked out of bounds. So 5.5 minutes to play here in the second half. Cougars with the ball. This is Bigor. But Proper gets it away from him and pushes it down the left side, but out of bounds. So it'll be a Cougar throw-in. That one comes to LaFountain, but he can't handle the trap. And Waterbury pushes it to the left side, but out of bounds.
White, you're giving up out there, White! Yeah! Let's go, White!
And once again, Waterbury will just pop one into the box. Vassar will have to corral that and see if we can't get things going back out towards midfield. Danucci turns it around, sends it into the center. Dominy has it. And that's going to go out of bounds. Do so with the throw-in. Marks flicks it forward, and Proper, almost got one up here in the press box. And Plumidor pushes this one out of harm's way. Over for Bacon. That one gets pushed a little bit too far ahead, and the Eagles with the opportunity, but Waterbury gets called for the infraction, and he'll get things going back the other way with 3 minutes and 15 seconds to play. Booten. That's LaFountain, and he goes down. So Bigor will get things started. Here's Tatro with an opportunity, but it's defended there by Plumidor, and Proper turns around and takes the pressure off. Beekmantown doing a real good job of coming off of those defensive sets and creating offensive opportunities back the other way. Here's Proper, taking it up the field, pushes it for Constanti. And Dusso does a nice job of defending there. And we're going to get called for the push on that play. So once again, the Cougars will get a free kick. Here's Price.
2 minutes.
Here's Lefebvre. And Price overruns the ball and it's pushed back the other way. We're inside of 2 minutes to play here, and Cougars still looking to make something happen. Tatro working against Proper. And Proper gets the better of that battle. Gets it up for Dominy, but he gets the ball taken away by Letourneau. Letourneau pushes it over for Sisson. Sisson pushes it by Munson. Takes it down the left side. Sisson still has it. Tries to turn and get the crossover, but goes off of his foot and will go out of bounds and result in a goal kick. Just a minute to play here in the second half of this Northern Soccer League Division I matchup. Unless things change miraculously, the visiting Eagles of Beekmantown will come away here with a hard-fought 2-0 win after playing the possession game most of the evening and certainly having the better of the play. But when those 2 goals show up on the scoreboard, really their defense is probably going to be credited most with this victory, because they've been nothing if not stout and up to the task. So the Eagles will have a throw in.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that'll do it as the horn sounds to end the final 40 minutes of this Northern Soccer League Division I matchup from Northeastern Clinton Central School on Thursday evening, October 10th. The visiting Eagles of Beekmantown come away with a 2-0 victory over the Cougars of Northeastern Clinton Central School. So that's the way it was. We thank you for watching. Hometown Cable Television, you